What is up, everyone? It is day 25. It's crazy. Almost a month already. But pretty tired today. I wasn't even feeling motivated to make the video. But that's when we have to push ourselves, even though we don't want to. Brings me to the first quote. A champion is someone who gets up when he can't. Sometimes we have to just push ourselves. Push ourselves. Like days that I don't feel like working out, and like I'm just not feeling it, and I'm feeling lazy, and yeah, those days are rough. And then, but once I work out, after the workout, I'm like, oh, I feel so much better. I'm like, thank God. So sometimes we have to push ourselves, even though we don't feel like it in the beginning, because, like I said, you don't know how rewarding it's going to be once you do. And you got to just, sometimes you got to dig deep and just find that motivation, find that, just find that courage, whatever it is you're facing that you don't want to face. That made sense. But I worked all day. I've been up since like 4 a.m. Right now it's going on 6 p.m. for me, so pretty tired. Me and my kids just ate some pizza. I made Cheez-It pizza. It's actually pretty good. The Cheez-Its, the snack. Yeah, well, they make a pizza, and we enjoy it. It's not bad. So that's what I just got done doing. Not much on the agenda tonight. Probably get some rest. Like I said, want to make this video. It's day 25. No giving up. No giving up. No retreat. No surrender. Got to keep pushing. Even, I heard something last night. It said, even when no one's watching, give it your all. Sometimes the approval from God is more important than the acceptance from man. So even when no one's watching, keep pushing, keep fighting. God's watching. Some days we just, like I said, just don't feel like it. We ain't got that energy. There's days, like I said, I just don't feel like working out, and I want to skip my workout. Those days, but those are the days that once I get done with the workout, it's like some of the best workouts I have. So, yeah, and it's easy to do, It's easy to do. I just talked to someone at work today, and they said they've taken a couple months off from working out, from the gym. And like I've taken a week off just because with the holiday food and just giving my body a little rest, but a couple months, and that's like a lot of things. It's easy, like I said, it's easy to quit something, and then put it this way, the hardest part is getting started. Like I said, with this, sometimes you just gotta push yourself. You just gotta take a leap of faith. Like with me starting this channel, sometimes, do I know what's gonna come about of this? No, you know. It's just something I had to do for myself. I had to, like I said, I had to just do it. Like I said, it's easy to get stuck in a hole and be stuck there. The hardest part is getting started. So think about that. And if you're having a hard time and don't know where to start or where to begin, just take chances. Try and try again. You may fail, make mistakes, but if you keep trying, then I wouldn't consider it failure. The price of progress is pain. I always save quotes because, like I said, I love motivation. Sometimes it just takes like a something to cut deep in the soul, to get you moving, to get you, motivated. Yeah, have courage to come back again, to come back. If you've taken time off, if whether it be from the gym, make a comeback. That's what this channel's about. Digging deep, finding that inner grit. Yeah. To become who you want to be, you must sacrifice who you are. It's them comfortable, nothing's gonna move, nothing's gonna change, nothing's gonna shift if you stay idle. Like I said, I wasn't feeling it today, but you know what? We're pushing through anyway. Day 25. Every day, we're pushing through. There's no giving up. No giving up. Sorry, I'm just looking through some quotes. But yeah, nothing much going on today. I'll probably relax. I was putting on a movie for myself. The Burbs. I love The Burbs. I can just put that on in the background, and I guess they're making a TV show of The Burbs. Not really a fan of rebooting classics. Not my thing. I'll stick with the classics. But I love The Burbs, and I always just throw that on in the background and just love that movie. Yeah, and we're going to end it with this. The real risk is doing nothing. Doing nothing. That's the real risk, is doing nothing, so pick yourself back up. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday, good weekend, sober weekend. I'm going on here in a couple weeks. I'll be hitting 9 years. 9 years sobriety. Haven't touched a drink in 9 years. Feels pretty good, and I don't miss it. Me and my buddy were talking at work today, and he's been sober since he stopped in 2021. And we were just talking about how, disgusting, some of the stuff we drank. It just, that was a good conversation on lunch today. So it's good to connect with people that, like I said, connect with positive people. Positive people makes a huge difference, especially in sobriety. Makes a huge difference. So, yeah, one last thing. We'll leave it at this. To all the recovery warriors on a journey to healing, and to those who are still facing challenges, have a peaceful night. You are never alone. Rest well, and good night. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless.